Welcome to second part of Sony Vegas tutorial. Let's begin. So again, all your media which you import in the Sony will be stored in the bar project media. Then if you want to separate video and audio, you will have to click on the video or audio with right mouse button, then group, and at the end clear. The third thing we learned in the previous tutorial is to split video or audio. If you want to split video, first choose where you want to split it with the left mouse button and then simply click the shortcut S. The same process is for splitting audio, so select on the audio where you want to split it and then hit the S key. I will undo all the changes with shortcut. Under the Media Generators bar, you have bunch of different things, from text to different backgrounds, textures and even a credit roll, and much more. If you want to add some of these things, just grab it with a mouse and carry it to a tracks below, then there just release the mouse button. After you release the mouse button, the options to adjust that preset will open automatically. The important thing to know here is that if you want to see the preview of the changes you are making to specific preset, you will have to first select the preset with a mouse button, and then you will be able to see the changes in the preview window at the upper right side. Now simply adjust the settings for your solid. This is pretty much obvious task. You have also the option to pick up the color from the screen. Just select it with the following tool. Then you can lower the transparency or the opacity of the solid. That is all you need to know about adjusting solids. Now let's explore another important things. So at every added item, you have those three buttons. With first you can return to a window which pops out at the beginning, and you can adjust the settings of the item. With second button, you can open the window where you can zoom in, zoom out and move the specific item, and you can animate all of that. Then with the third button, you can add effects to specific item. Those are very much used buttons in this software. We will deal with them later. Now let's add some text on our solid. Just go to a text tab and choose one of the text presets. Then just grab it and carry it to the track above the solid, and at the end release it. And again the window with settings will pop out. Now just adjust your text on the way you want. But first we can see that the text is visible in the preview window at the right. That is because the part where we added the text is selected with cursor, as you can see. Now let's say that we select away from the text we just added, and you can see that then we can't see the preview of the text. So if you want the preview, always select the editing item. Now let's adjust the text. The first window is self-explanatory. At the second window, you can select the placement of the text. Don't move the text out of the safe area, because if you do, the text won't be visible after you render the movie. So simply click on the text and move it wherever you want. Let's continue with Properties bar. Here we can adjust the text. And background color. Be focused on the option with a cursor. With that you can adjust the transparency. Then you have the other settings. Just play with them and find the best adjustment for yourself. Watch the demonstration. Then we have left the effects bar. This is also pretty much self-explanatory. Here you can add and outline to a text or the shadow, or you can even deform your text. Watch the demonstration. Now let's adjust some textures. Again go and choose some texture under the media generators bar and bring it to the tracks. Then the adjustment window will as always pop out automatically. Here you have bunch of options. As I told it before, just play with the settings until you get something good. Don't forget first to click on the item to see the preview at the right corner. Now watch the demonstration. When you finish with adjusting, close the window and let's add some text on this texture. Add it with the same process as always. Now again adjust it on the way you like. By the way, the preview is visible just because we selected that area before. Do not forget that. Now simply adjust the text. Then adjust the placement of the text and the other text options. You can increase the transparency of the background for a little. And at the end you can add some outline. Shadow. And deform the text. When you finish with adjusting, just close the window. And you can see the process. You will do these things all the time and always on this way. Now let's see the way to add transitions between two items. The process is pretty much the same. Again, just grab the transition. And put it between two items. So again, when you release the transition, the adjusting window will pop out automatically. If you want to adjust it and see the preview of that, select the part with your mouse where you added that transition. Then you can preview it with a click on the play button below. Be aware that you can animate all transitions and effects, and click on the cross at the transition if you want to adjust it again. You can also choose a preset like always. And if you are pleased with the effect, just click on cross. If you want to remove the effect, click on the button above. And then move the video back until they do not overlap anymore. Now let's try to add some other transitions. Again, just follow the explained process before. Watch the demonstration. Be aware that we are adding the effect just to text. If you want to add the effect to the background, you will have to carry it between the two textures. Let's adjust the items and then add the transition to the textures below. Again, just play with the settings or choose one of the presets. Let's add another one, this time to the text. Watch the demonstration. You can see it is so easy to edit videos in Sony Vegas. Now let's remove the effects. Let's continue with adding video effects. Again, the process is the same. Watch the preview of the effect. Choose the one you like. Then just carry it with a mouse and release it on the item where you want to add that effect. Let's add another one. Be aware that you can animate any video effect you add. Let's add a few more. At the upper bar in the effect window, it is shown what effect is added to the specific item. You can uncheck the effect or delete it with the same process as shown before. Then if you want to delete some of the item, first select it, then just press delete key. Let's delete all of the stuff and then import a new video. You can do that like before, or just go to the location where you have the video you want to edit, and then carry it with the mouse into Sony Vegas. I will do it like before. As you can see, you have all the design and imported items in the project media bar, so you can always import it in your project. Now let's just bring our imported video in the working area. I will show you that adding the effects, transitions and other stuff we explored before, it is not different when we adding it to a video. Watch the demonstration. Again, just explore all the settings you have, and when you are pleased with the effect, just close the window. By the way, we will learn to animate in the next part of the tutorial. Let's add a few more effects. Now let's try to refresh all the thing we learned before. Just watch the demonstration. So we adjusted the text and the solid. Now one more useful tip is, if you want to fade in and fade out specific item, just go to the end of the item with cursor and the type of cursor will change. Then just drag it as much as you want to fade out or fade in the item. Now let's preview it. Let's also fade in the beginning of the video. If you want to add transition, you will have to have two part of the items. So first split the video. Then simply add the transition between them on the way we did it before. Watch the demonstration. Now let's add an effect just to a specific part of the video. So if you want to do that, first split the video and then simply add the effect on the part where you want to. We have already separated our video, now just add the effect at the part of the video you want. Watch the demonstration. And you can see it will only affect the part of the video where you adding it. The other part will be the same as before. That is all for the second part of the tutorial. Watch the last part, where I will teach how to animate text, effects and much more interesting things. See you there. Bye.